Everybody, welcome to Card Readings. I'm Margaret. If you like this graphic, and put your thumbs up if you want. So I want to talk about how I work as someone who's learned to read and write as my dyslexia. Now, before I start, I just want to put out there, everyone is different. So you can try my techniques. It's okay, but don't put pressure on yourself or someone else who has dyslexia because everyone is different, okay? So here it goes. So I'll tell you how it all came around. Last night I was talking to one of my co-workers and we're talking about how I learned to read and write and how I say words, right? And I thought that's probably a good topic for YouTube. This is how it came around. So I'm going to go with this first. So we talk about words, alright? This is going to go backwards, so triple M, alright? You can Google this, it's quite right, triple M, I think it's Australia, you will get it there on your internet if you're in America or somewhere, you know it. But if you, I don't know if you can see, but right down the bottom it says triple M. And I said to him, I can recognize triple M with the logo of it. So that's the logo there. But I said to him, if you took away the logo, I wouldn't be able to read it. And that's how I recognise certain words. I recognise words with symbols. Oh, yeah, you have it, Coco. I can't say its name properly. He probably knows this anyway. But I recognise his name with him and Carly with her. So, because I know them through work, I work with Triple M and 100% in Trinidad Island. It's part of my job. I'm a cleaner. So I know these people from face, right? So I can recognise the name with the person. If I didn't know in real life or haven't met them, I couldn't recognise it, especially with Coco. It's an unusual name, so I probably wouldn't recognise the name. Carly or work, I know other Carlys, right? But then it's got Bendigo. And how I recognise Bendigo, you got the Ben in it. And I just remember D-I and go. So Bendigo. And that's how I sound it and that's how I know how to spell it. I know two words in it. And I just remember D and I. And that's one way I learn. And like everything, everything is the same. Everything, yeah. And week days, yeah. So weekdays the same. Weekdays, they're the things I can. But if it's something really unusual, I won't say her name, but like their boss, it's an unusual name. I can't get it. I've known for a year and a half and I can't get a name. So we just shorten it for me and she knows I say her name this way and everyone else knows it because everyone around me knows I have this. Yes, I said, okay, so to call her Margaret, I'm going to call her Marge, that kind of thing. So that's what I do. But that's how I learned to read. Another way I do it is I say to people, like I said to him, I would pick up a magazine, a paper or something like this, and I might be able to read two words at that, but the other two words I wouldn't be able to read. So with that kind of thing, it really depends on how important it is. If it's really important, like if I can read no X's, I will go to a staff member and say, so I can't read this, can you read this to me? Or if it's a document related to work, I will go to a staff member and say, I need help reading this. I'm quite open with it with people. So that's how I would learn. But it's the same with reading and spelling. It's about the same. If I can break the word down, I might be able to read it, spell it. But other times I can't because we all know about English spelling, different rules, different ways of doing things, yeah. So that's how I do it. The other thing I would do, I learnt my ABC through sign language when I was 16 because I thought it'd be nice to learn my ABC. What's the best way? I thought, well, I know some sign language, let's do that through ABC, how I go with it. So I did that. So that works for me too. So some things I learn from other ways, I would say. The other thing is, like, we all heard of cobra. The word cobra is just everywhere, isn't it? Like, it's just on boards, on news, and all that. So I keep on seeing the word cobra. Now I'm getting to that point. I'm thinking I kind of know how to spell it. So if the words keep on popping up all the time, I might have to pick it up and read it and spell it. That sometimes works. But saying that, I still don't know how to spell it, Mars. So yeah, so it really depends, and it depends on other things too. Like the word Kenny, it took me 6 years to learn the name Kenny. So yeah, so it really depends in what it is, and that's why I have different aids, I would call it, and I'll show you one day how I work with it all. But then I'm one of these people, I'll just pick up a book like this. I know I'll probably get, I don't know, like 20%, maybe 50% of the words right. But I think it's fun to learn to read and learn to try to read, so I do that. And sometimes I will bring up my scanner. I'll show them my scanner one day and use that. Depends on what it is and how much into it. So yeah, so that's how I learn. When I was younger, like I said to this person, I'm into speech therapists. I still do it to this day. Not as detailed, where she says to me, we learn to speak properly, while I teach you how to speak properly, I should say. I want you to use the same technique, but do it in the mirror. So I'll be doing that sometimes. I do that sometimes. But sometimes I will hear the word, like the word zebra. The only way I could learn to say her name and remember her name, I heard someone go zebra. So I keep on going zebra. So I got to a point where I can say zebra. So sometimes that's how it works for me. And or like I said to him, some words are so close together, I'm not gonna get it. Like, I'm not gonna get it. I can't remember the word. I think it's attention, when you go put your hands out and then bring it back down. There's a word there, but the word is 2 words, and the 2 words are so close that I don't recognise it. I say to the person, "Is this when they bring their hands up, I pull it down," something like that. That's how I explain it to them. But then I got 2 names, like Mark and Michelle, and the only way I could recognise the 2 names, I could kind of know they're the same names, different people, but yeah, same name. It was the L. One had 1 L, and the other had 2 L's. So I knew how to read Markle. Michelle wasn't sure, but I knew how to read Markle. But there was the writing of it was similar to me. So I said, right, Markle's 1 L, Michelle's 2 L. So that's how I learn, and that's how I do things. And a lot of stuff I still do to today. Then it depends on the situation and how much I know that word. So like I said, some words I can put together, I can get that together, but other times, no matter what I do, it's not going to work. So I hope this helps you understand how I work. And like I said, feel free to use it, but don't put pressure on yourself or other people who have dyslexia, because it's not hopping back on a bike. It's not that kind of thing. It is a disability, so don't put pressure on yourself or someone who has dyslexia, because everyone learns in different ways. This just works for me. I know it works for me very well, but like I said, everyone's different. So I hope this is useful. Yeah, and I'll see you next time for another YouTube. Bye.